Grand Rising, everybody. Happy So Fresh and So Clean Friday. Yours truly, Miss Jazzy here. This is Wake Up to Win with Miss Jazzy, as we're going to be talking really all things Wombversity. So what up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys maybe woke up so fresh and so clean today, but it is So Fresh and So Clean Fridays. And it's just an amazing opportunity for me to continue to use my voice, to use my platforms to be able to share and encourage, to empower, to engage, to motivate, whatever it is that I can do to help so many of us. And I say us because us as a people, us as a human race, as it relates to taking control of our overall health. Because I'm really about this lifestyle, y'all. And I'm really getting more in tune with my body as a woman that, there's things that I'm recognizing about my body as I'm growing older, right? I say I'm 50 years old -3, and there's some things about my body that I'm just learning to do. And I want as many of you as I learn and earn, I'm trying to share this information as many of you that will have an ear to hear. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Waking Up with Wombversity with Miss Jazzy, our prosperity doula, Miss December Rose. She is on her way. She's in the back getting so fresh and so clean where she can pop in, and we're going to be able to talk about our mission and about the purpose of what we have done really as friends, best friends, as a sisterhood, as a partnership now in business, that we're continuing to bring forth this information concerning the hottest thing smoking in the marketplace. And so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody that's listening right now, welcome to Wombversity. This is not a moment, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is a movement. And I'm just super dope, jacked up about Wombversity, that any and everybody that's in my space, if you're in my phone, if you're on my social media platform, I know many of you could probably chat right now that I've probably been in your inbox saying, sis, we need to talk, bruh, we need to talk. And what we need to talk about is Wombversity, because Wombversity exists because what we're trying to do is really continue to educate people as far as the self-healing power of our body, that we can continue to not only with our amazing products, but our amazing leadership. And just also the academy that's going to be, I ain't even got time to tell you about that. Listen, all I know is we are protecting the most sacred space in the world, and that is the womb of women. And so our mantra here at Wombversity is that no more cis, no more SIS, no more suffering in silence. Because I do understand as women, oftentimes the things that we even naturally deal with our body, we deal with in silence and alone. Welcome to the Prosperity Doula. What up on this So Fresh and So Clean Friday?
Fresh and So Clean Friday. How y'all doing?
We up in the building.
All right.
We live. And we got people on the conference call. We on YouTube streaming. We on our social media platforms live. We're doing what we can, December, the Prosperity Doula, to get this information out. And it's so important that we have committed to showing up, not only for ourselves, our daughters, and other people that are in our network. So how important is it for us to continue to do this each and every day? And why are we getting up here talking about So Fresh and So Clean Friday?
We up here because the womb is the most sacred place in the whole world. Every woman, every little girl is literally the cradle and the incubator of mankind.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about so fresh and so clean, and that renewal and that revival of the womb, and making sure that that pH is in perfect harmony. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the wealth and well-being of the whole world when we talk about the womb. Mm-hmm. The womb is everything.
It is.
The womb is everything. And, when we talk, you said for our daughters, I'm training my daughter up. She uses the wash now. They're rebranding, so it's going to be awesome. Yes. But I'm telling you right now, this stuff is amazing.
It is.
And my daughter, who's only 10, asked me the other day, it wasn't in the bathroom. I don't remember where I had it. And she's like, where's that rose soap? Because now she's learning what to do and what not to do concerning her female and her lady parts at a young age. We really need to talk to our daughters.
We do.
Have you talked to your daughter about her reproductive health? Have you talked to your teenager? Have you talked to your little girl?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're raised up. We talk about generational curses and stuff like that. It's not necessarily a generational curse to not take care of your womb health well. It's just training. How many of you had to unlearn and relearn some stuff?
That's true.
Not just with your womb health, but I'm talking about with the way you raise your kids, the way you talk to your kids, the way you handle your finances, the way you handle your man or your husband. Okay, a lot of us have had to unlearn and relearn some things. Absolutely. And this is one of those things that we need to unlearn and relearn. We added addition to the X list.
So if y'all not been keeping up, we said that this is going to be real, raw, and X rated. And so what we started, our prosperity doula, you know how she drops that knowledge, but she started an X list. Yes. And these are things that we were not going to do anymore.
Not going to do.
And so what's some of the things already we added to our
Well, the addition we added to that, and the reason we added to that is because when you just, it wipes out your whole entire environment in your vagina, and you don't want that. That's true. Your vaginal flora needs to be balanced, and when you douche, you clean out, you wipe the whole thing out. There's bacteria there that needs to be there. What we need to have is perfect harmony, so we need that balanced bacteria there. It's a whole world, and you disrupt it completely when you douche, and your body has to fight its way back to a place of it, to a healthy state of balance.
And you know what? If you don't believe us, ask your doctor. Your doctor should be telling you that you should not be douching. And that's something that maybe we have to unlearn, because I remember in my mind thinking that was just something I did after my menstrual period that would help me. And I would use the summer's eve, the vinegar and water cleansing. And I'm like, honey, what did I do to myself?
Look, we talked about bacterial vaginosis and all that kind of stuff. That was something I was struggling with cyclically as it was coming around like every month, every couple of months. And I was like, what's going on? And I was trying to self-medicate that. So I was trying to douche, and and it would make it worse. I thought I was doing something, and it would make it worse. And I didn't realize, this is why we got to be educated about how our bodies function and work. I didn't realize that I was working against my body when I was doing that. And my body was fighting as hard as it can to get back balance. And I would douche thinking I was helping it and wipe the whole slate out and wipe it clean and have to fight so harder. And we got to really understand our bodies and why that balance is important. Another thing we're adding to the X list is rags in your private area.
Or washcloths, for those of you that we call them rags from the hood I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that even as an adult, I just cold turkey jumped in because I realized it was instructed to say to use your clean hands, right? And so I have been for the past couple of weeks. This is my personal testimony. Using this all natural formulated blend of a foam that's used with these different herbs, like the one you mentioned that your daughter Olivia and my daughter as well, Sharonda at 17, because I introduced her to it, is made with the rose petals and the myrrh. And
let me take a minute and just read the back of this. Yes. And this is something we challenge everyone to do, is go in your cabinet in your bathroom and see what you have, flip it over and read it. Let me just read you what's on the back of this wash. It is aloe vera, alkaline water, food grade hydrogen peroxide. Did you know that already exists in your vagina? Organic coconut oil, organic hemp oil, jojoba oil, blended essentials oil, and listen to this. This is probably the most important ingredient: pure love and intention.
Okay. And one thing about that is that's formally branded Adore Me. So let me just say this. Our products are not on trial because this is like 5-6 years in that these products have helped thousands of women all across the globe, that has recently been rebranded under the name just last month of Wombversity. And that's going to be called I Am Passionate. And so when you think about the rose petals and the myrrh, that's the essential feeling of love. And the rose petals, it says, has a cooling sensation, and it allows the vaginal tissue to repair. And it also helps, get this though, with anxiety. And it's amazing that it will help you to sleep better because the myrrh,
that aromatherapy.
it also helps to heal from vaginal delivery. So ladies that maybe have had some delivery, it's antibacterial and antifungal properties, and it helps also to reduce swelling and inflammation. So just for those reasons alone, women, you should be willing to compare the difference of what it is that you are using to wash, because this is So Fresh and So Clean Fridays. Yours truly, Miss Jazzy here. You know, the fact that the prosperity doula, Miss December Rose, and I have come together, as a partnership in business, as a partnership in sisterhood, as a partnership. I mean, we do life ministry, everything together pretty much. And this is something that we've locked arms with people literally from all over the world that have saying, no more cis.
Let's talk about that. When we say no more cis, what are we talking about?
We're talking about no more suffering in silence.
And there's many people that are out here suffering from what? From vaginal dryness, from itching, from odors. Yeah. Maybe you're having a herpes outbreak or that kind of thing. Bacterial vaginosis, we talked about, yeast infections. A lot of this stuff is preventable.
It is.
It's simply hygiene.
With natural herbs too.
It's simply care. It's simply self-care. Take some time to care for yourself. Yes. Be intentional about your womb wellness. Be intentional about your womb wellness. What's some things that they can do with these products that can help with some of those things that they might be suffering in silence? We have the Cannon Magic.
Yes.
What does that do?
So we've got the Cannon we got boob serum, the Madam Palmer's breast serum. I mean, we've got suppositories. We don't have enough time in this limited amount of time to tell you it all, but we're here just enough to intrigue your interest and say, you know what? They talking good. This might be something I would be interested in. And if you have more questions, well, listen, let's get your questions answered. But you also may be someone to say, I've been listening to you guys the past couple of days, or it may be your first time chiming in. Hey, y'all.
Good morning.
Welcome to So Fresh and So Clean Fridays. And maybe you just say, you know what, I am willing to maybe pre-order because the demand is there. Like these products already are on back order. Yes. And that's letting us know the demand of what it is that we have our hands on is not an option, but it's really a necessity. Or you could be somebody too to say, you know what, they talking real good. And I understand the business model because what I can tell you is being a debt-free organization, the fact that Wombversity, we make all of our own products, so we're not waiting on a third party to get those
100% vegan, natural,
yes, no chemicals,
not animal tested,
no dyes, no perfumes. Listen, I encourage as many of you that will say, you know what, hit us up, or whoever may have drawn you to this line, whether it's a conference call or you're watching us live. We have several men that are considered our heat warriors because they're working with us to protect the womb as well. But the ladies that have taken the plow, and you know what, we've made a declaration and decree that we're going to do what we can to continue to share all of this information. So the products are not on trial. Let me just say that. We're just continuing to share Wombversity with the world, which will soon become a household name.
It will. I have the faith and I have the determination along with the founders. Shout out to our founder.
So big shout out. Yes, Miss Alicia Cannon. She is the founder and the chief science officer. I mean, just her background alone of being a womb practitioner and a doula, certified herbalist. Yes, and the fact that it was by her testimony that she, through her pain, birthed what we can say Wombversity now, from Healthy Womb to Wombversity. And so, and then big shout out to Mr. James Dickerson, who's also the CEO and founder of Wombversity, because again, it's through their amazing leadership as well that people like ourselves, just the average person that have a voice and a desire to do better for their bodies, take control of their health, that we now have. And I'm about this lifestyle. I'm really, really personally trying to do all I can to make sure that I'm going to live, not only for my children, but their children's children and many more generations to come.
What's up, Deidre? Good morning.
Hey, all the way from Orlando, Florida.
She said that I am passionate is amazing. Listen, we have so many testimonies. We're looking forward to having some people live on the show with us. Deidre, you get ready because we want you to be live on the show with us. Okay, y'all all over. We have people calling in from California because we do this on a conference call.
California,
Orlando. Who else we got? We got people from all over the place.
We're headed to the DMV area this
Shout out
weekend.
to the DMV.
Shout out to my sponsor and mentor, Miss Sanseria. I am Sanseria Shanae. We're coming to the DMV area and we're going to shut it down. Wombversity is going to be everywhere. So
everywhere.
Y'all can say y'all may have heard it from us first, but when you begin to see it truly as a household name, you'll be like, okay, I see what them young ladies been talking about. But again, the DMV area, shout out to our South Carolina Regional Director, Ms. Dana Johnson. She's going to be in the building. The CEO himself is going to be in the building. Our Florida Regional Director, Ms. Melissa Lambert, is going to be in the building in Maryland, and Virginia's launching. South Carolina will be launching soon. So listen, we're just trying to help all of you understand that Wombversity is here, and Wombversity is now an option for you. And again, we're talking about the ladies and things that we offer. We didn't forget about our kings.
That's right. That's right. We got products for you. Products to help you stay so fresh and so clean. Because guess what? Teamwork makes the dream work. And what's the dream? To be in perfect harmony.
Yes.
Not just in your vaginal and reproductive health, but in your life. Your whole life needs to be in perfect health. You know what? The womb is symbolic of everything. You know what? Dr. Miles Monroe, I don't know who in here might have heard or know of him. If you ain't heard him, you must be up under a rock somewhere, because that man, and God rest his soul, it was such an amazing and profound teacher. And he talked about whatever you give a woman, she's going to multiply it and give you it back. So if you give a woman groceries, she's going to give you a meal. If you give a woman a house, she's going to make it a home. If you give a woman a seed, she's going to give you a child. And he joked around, he said, if you give a woman hell, you know, she's going to give you it. You know what I'm saying? But whatever you give a woman, she's going to multiply it and give you back. And that womb is representative of our whole life. So whatever you're sowing into, whatever you're putting in, there was all this controversy and hullabaloo on social media earlier this week and last week about what Pastor Creflo Dollar said about tithing and all this, and how he had been teaching that wrong. Listen, I'm not going to get on no rant about that. Tithing is a principle I believe God honors, but not a commandment that's tied to a curse, because we are living under grace. Praise the Lord for that. Thank you, Lord. So if you choose to do that, God bless you. If you don't, God bless you. If you ain't got no money and all you got is EBT, go buy some snacks for children's church. If you ain't got no EBT or no money, you want a fixed income, you barely paying your rent, look, come pick up the parking lot, clean the toilet in the bathroom, feed the homeless. Let that be your offering. But what I'm getting at is what you put in is what you get out. He who, sows sparingly, reaps sparingly. That's what I'm getting at. What you put in the womb is what you're going to get out. And that womb is representative of our whole life. What are you investing in yourself? What time have you taken for yourself? Have you assessed your gifts, your talents, and your treasure lately to make sure that you're not wasting it anywhere? What people, places, and things are you hanging out with? What does your circle look like? If you are the most ambitious, most driven, most talented, most on point, and got your act together person in your whole entire circle, you need to broaden your horizons, honey. There's nothing wrong with being the one that's inspiring your circle, but who's inspiring you? Who are you looking to? Who's encouraging you? Who's empowering you? Who is inspiring you to level up? You know what I'm saying? So look at your circle. Do some self-assessment. Do some checking. Check around. You know what I'm saying? Take a look around at your surroundings, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and check that womb health out. We're talking about so fresh and so clean Fridays. We're trying to get fresh, clean, revived, renewed, and ready, for that perfect harmony.
So, for me, Dee, it's been the prosperity doula, let me say, because really the prosperity of what we're offering for everyone. Since I've become in the know, and I say in the know because it's like the scales have kind of been removed from my eyes, and it's like when you've been awakened, because July is Fibroid Awareness Month, and it's just a month, but it's something that I know people are dealing with every single day, because of the fact that the CDC has reported that 600,000 women are getting hysterectomies each and every year. And when I realized that fibroids was the leading cause, and that there are 4 times more likely women that look like me that are having these surgeries done, I was like,
600,000.
That's a lot of women. And there's women that I'm sure that are watching or listening right now that you may have been told that was the only option that you had. And maybe if you knew then what you know now, you could have maybe taken a natural alternative approach to work alongside your doctor. Just like Miss Cannon, our founder, had said, when the doctor was like, she needed, she was like, no. Sometimes we got to tell the doctor no and be willing to do our own research and kind of figure out what it is that our body's dealing with. Because fibroids, that's not something that I've personally dealt with. But as I became inquisitive, I found out my mother dealt with it. My grandmother dealt with it, But I do understand, I believe truly it has to do with our diet and the things that we have to unlearn to relearn. So again, I want to encourage as many of you that are watching, you don't have to suffer in silence and alone. I know there are many women, they're sensitive down there. Like the wrong panties can rub you the wrong way.
I'm that way. Are y'all that way? I cannot wear the satin At least not for very long. Now I might put on one of them thongs or something that I know is about to be taken off in a few minutes. I'm just saying, but not for very long. I have to do with that cotton, you know what I'm saying? Or you can't use certain detergents.
Yes.
Even like certain dryer sheets and stuff like that will cause my pH to get persnickety on me.
Wow.
Stress.
Yes.
Stress is a big one. You know, the stress affects your hormones. It affects everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a high stress environment, what can you do to mitigate that stress? You know, one of the things that you could do to mitigate that stress is plan your day out.
Yeah.
You know, disorganization, running around looking for things, being late. And I'm talking, you know, I'm the choir preacher. I'm the pot calling kettle black. I'm preaching to myself.
Come on,
you know, being disorganized, not having a plan, running around looking for stuff, waking up late, not having a schedule. That all adds to your stress level. So what we need to try to do is de-stress as much as we can. That's so fresh, so clean. That's not just our womb wealth or our reproductive health or our body. That's also our heart, mind, and soul. How is your heart, mind, and soul fresh and clean too? What you need to cleanse, what you need to add to the X list today. Is there somebody's phone calls you need to stop answering? Is there somebody's knock at the door that you need to stop letting in? Is there somebody that you need to evict up out of your bed in your bedroom? I'm talking about so fresh and so clean in your heart, mind, body, and soul. Okay. Well, is there something you need to add to that X list today? Take a look, pray, ask the Lord, because God will give you wisdom abundantly, okay, freely, and he will certainly give you discernment. Okay. So let's do so fresh and so clean from the top to the bottom, to the front, to the back.
Well, and you mentioned there may be some people we might need to evict out of our bedroom. When I think about couples, whether you're married or that's your boo thing, or you know what y'all doing in between the sheets, you know, that after sex smell, sometimes when you're mixing those juices and he coming all up in you and stuff like that, you know, sometimes you have to evict those things that may be trapped up in your womb. And so, ladies, I want to encourage all of us, because I will be also using it. Like, we offer suppositories. And that's something that, as a lady, if that's something you may have never done, or maybe it's been a while, I want to encourage you to try the all-natural herbal blend of what's offered through Wombversity's Poom Poom suppositories. That basically it's going to evict anything that don't supposed to be in there, and it's going to help you to stay fresh. You don't have to worry about going to the bathroom and having like that after smell or no odor after sex. And you can be spontaneous with sex, and it enhances also your natural love making, because it also helps to relieve hemorrhoids. And that's something, if you live long enough, at some point in life, you may get a hemorrhoid here or there.
Look, I got one. And I was pregnant with my son, and I had what they call fissures and hemorrhoids. Oh my God, that was a little gift that Israel Jones left for me. You know what? Listen, people do not know what women go through, what our bodies go through to be able to carry life or to not be able to carry life. Let's take a pause for a moment and just our hearts go out to women who have had miscarriages, who have had stillbirths, who have had pregnancy difficulty, who maybe have had womb trauma, who have had hysterectomies. We pray that God continue to heal, to restore your peace and your joy, to fill your cup to overflowing, to give you peace that surpasses all understanding. Amen. That you would be healed and made whole, and to know that you are a complete woman, no matter what the status of your womb is, whether you have a uterus or you don't, or you've had a hysterectomy or you had a miscarriage. I just want you to know that you are a complete woman. It doesn't have anything to do with the mechanics of your insides. You know, God made you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are handcrafted, created by God, custom made. There's not another woman out here like you. When he made you, he broke the mold. You are not one in a million. You're one in the universe. You are a complete woman. And I just want to speak into those women today who have had that type of womb trauma. And just to let you know, you are not less than a woman. You are not any less than any other woman. You are a complete woman, 100% woman, all powerful woman, one of a kind in this earth, handcrafted and created, custom made by God. And you should know that about you. We're talking about your reproductive health, that womb wellness. Somebody say, well, I don't even have that. I've had a hysterectomy. That womb wellness is the total woman. Everything that you are, everything that makes you, you. Okay, it's so much more than physical. And when we're talking about these washes and stuff like that, let me tell you something. You do not need to wash your vagina.
Come on with it. You're going to help somebody right here.
I'm
This
gonna
might
help
be
you.
something that you're going to have to learn to unlearn.
And you might need to teach your daughters. And when I'm saying you do not need to wash your vagina, what am I saying, Steph?
Well, listen, it is a self-cleaning mechanism up in there. Like it don't need no help all up in there. No, we're talking about
The vulva.
yeah.
Okay, the labia, the lips, the clitoris, and the outside, the fun part. You know what I'm saying? Where with the hair down there, the fupa and all that good stuff right there. You need to wash that. You need to wash. You need to get in there and wash those lips and wash that clitoral area and all the way back to your booty hole and all that kind of stuff. But up inside your vaginal canal, she is a bad chick. Okay, she is look, she's a brick house. She's all that. She is the very first in the world made self-cleaning oven. Okay, that's what I call it, because I'm every bit of 450 degrees. Okay, up in these thick and juicy and delicious streets. Okay, but she cleaned herself.
Yeah.
So you don't need to put stuff. And I always say, look, we love to smell good. We love to taste good. Okay, we want to feel good. We want him to have a great experience when he's down there. You know what I'm saying? But if you have that Japanese cherry blossom, that Malibu Maui, that whatever you
all
got,
sweet juices.
that peaches and cream lotions and all that. Look, you can put it near there, but don't put it in there. Okay, don't do that to yourself. Don't disrupt that perfect harmony because all those chemicals and stuff. Yes, it smells great. Okay, but it's not meant to go up in there. And this is for grown ass women right here. Your vagina, every vagina has a scent. Its own scent. I'm not talking about bacterial vaginosis, fishy odor. I'm not talking about the after premenstrual or postmenstrual odor. I'm talking about every healthy, clean, and fully functioning vagina has its own scent. Okay, grown men know what that scent is, and grown men are okay with how that tastes. We talking with real raw and X-rated. I'm talking about grown ass men know what that is. They're not expecting to come down there and taste peaches and cream. They're not expecting to come down there and taste watermelon candy. That's for little boys. Okay, we're talking about grown men and grown women. They know what that scent is, and grown men usually that are grown and mature, that's what they love, and it's okay to keep it clean and keep it smelling good, but do not put those chemicals and then scents up in your vagina and disrupt that perfect harmony. Okay, because you have every woman has her scent and her smell, not odor. I said scent. Y'all catch me what I'm saying? Every woman has her scent and her smell, and that's okay. It is okay. Okay, she got her own perfume. But if you want to smell a certain kind of way, I love to smell good. That's fine. Get near there, but not in there.
That's right. So listen, as we're talking about getting near there, but not in there, let's go back to the no more rags, because we added that to our X list. Now, rags, as you know, are washcloths, carry bacteria and germs and mildew and fungus and things that could resonate within that rag that we think we're doing good, but then we come back and use it again in our private space, and that could be causing some dis-ease because oftentimes we unknowingly are doing these things to our body. And so for me, the self-care that I've been doing with my hands, I've been taking a little more time. But you know what? The same thing that you can do with your rag, you can do with your hand. I have been washing my entire body with my hand. It feels different. There's like the no residue compared to the soap film, because there's soaps and things that we're using that say for example Dove. That's a lotion. That's never intended to be a soap. But our call to action is check your bathroom. What are you washing with, right? Because again, there are chemical words in those products when they like 8 and 10 and 15 letters long that you can't pronounce. Chemical.
I didn't realize that I was allergic to lauryl sulfate. And if you look at the back of most of your body washes and even your dish detergents and see with some of your clothes detergents and chemicals that you clean your house with, they have lauryl sulfate in it. Now, do you really think you need to wash your vajayjay with the same thing you wash your dishes with or your clothes with? So check the back of the label and see what it is are you putting on your body and in your body, because it's disrupting that perfect harmony.
And so, people have been asking me about this bottle. How much does it cost? It is affordable. Like this is like a 7-ounce bottle. It's a foam, like a couple. Now I've been using more than a couple squirts because I've been using this over my entire body. But if you're just using your poom like a couple squirts, and you can really get off in there and do what you need to do to come out smelling like that rose and myrrh.
It smells great.
It really does. And it's light. It's not like
and we'll show you. Here, I'll show you.
Look, I'm not about to waste mine. I'm not about to waste mine.
Look, I'll show you. Do you see that? Can you see that on there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's very light.
And it smells
good. Smell. I'm gonna do like tap with the brown. She said, look, smell. I'm so crazy when she did that. I be like, look, smell it. Oh, it smells so good. And it's just like a rose musk, and it just smells so good. And it also feels good. It's soft. It doesn't leave a residue. I told whenever Stephanie went the first night, she got back real late from Colombia and had got some samples, and she let me use it. I was like, wow. I said the next morning, I said, you know, I feel the difference of that already.
Yes.
I feel fresh already just one day of using that. You know how when you take a shower at nighttime and then you get up in the morning, you feel like you have that residue of the bed with you, and you feel like maybe I just need to do a quick wash up. I don't know if y'all do that. I'm that way.
I call them the whole bath.
Yeah, I'm one of those folks who can take 2 or 3 showers a day if I'm feeling, soggy or like sweaty.
95 degrees.
Yeah, humid outside. You walk out here in South Carolina with this heat. Sometimes it feels like you're walking into a wet blanket. And you come in and you want to take a shower. That stuff, when I tell you this will have you feeling so, and I'm just do one more squirt. Look, I'm gonna give y'all one more squirt. Do you see that? Do you see that? Look. So fresh and so clean. And you just you wash your vulva area with this, the labia, your lips and your clitoris and all around in your cootie cat and all the way back to your booty hole. And you can use soap and your rag everywhere else. But if you want to, but when it comes to your girl down there, when it comes to the vajayjay, when it comes to that cootie cat, be gentle.
Take your time.
Treat her with care.
Self-care.
Okay. And give her what she needs to function. Yeah. Help her help you. Yeah. She want to help you. And she wants you to have fun. She wants you to be so fresh and so clean. She wants you to be ready to go whenever you're ready to go. Absolutely. But help her help you, okay?
And then our whole product line of our feminine yoni washes are affirmations. Like that particular one, I am passionate. I am cherished. I am beautiful. I am refreshed. Yes. We got one coming out called I am authentic. And then not forgetting about our kings, like who wouldn't want a man for our line is called I am wisdom. I am confident. And one to come for our men is I am phenomenal. And then also coming out with a mist that's going to match the body wash. And so it is affordable. It is only $20 a bottle. Now, to say how long it's going to last, I don't know, because I'm only in 2 weeks, and I still got a little more than a half a bottle, but I don't know that's going to last me a month.
Look, and I got to rewind that funky track back, because a couple of days ago, I said there was a word we were going to add to our X list that Miss Jazzy has said twice today. What's that word? What? Affordable.
Yes.
Listen, let me minister you down for a second. I said we were going to add affordable to our X list. Why would I say that? Because when we say something is affordable, we're not speaking about the cost. We're speaking about what we have available. If I walk up, right now I can't in my budget acquire a Bentley. It's not within my budget because I'm not broke. My money is circulating. Remember I said we're gonna stop saying we broke because there's life and death in the power of our tongue. So we have to be careful what we put out there. True. So we're not gonna say this is affordable. Okay. People have a certain mindset when you say something. You know what we're gonna say? This is worthy of your investment.
Come on. I received that.
Okay. This is worthy
of your investment.
This is worthy of that $20. It's more than worthy. Yeah. And let me tell you what else is worthy. That $55.55 to own your very own virtual spa. Tell them about it.
So it's only, so on the product side, let's just say, like you said, it is worth the investment. For your girl down there, or your pum or your pocketbook, or your vagina, or you know what y'all call that thing down there.
If you go to Starbucks today, if you go to McDonald's today, if you go to Chick-fil-A today, if you buy a scratch chicken today, whatever you do, if you buy anything, if you buy a bagel and a cream cheese and a coffee, that's this. Yeah, you can do this.
You can
sacrifice 1 or 2 trips to McDonald's.
Absolutely.
For the vajayjay.
Well, we're taking pre-orders right now, so get back with the person that may have drove you to take a look at this because they also too are a virtual spa owner. Or you can hit up either us, yours truly, Miss Jazzy, or the Prosperity Doula, Miss December Rose herself, and put in a pre-order for these products.
Get with the person that got you on the call. For those of you that are on the conference call, whoever's page you're watching this on right now, watching our Wake Up Wombversity Live, message text the person whose page you're watching this on right now and ask them, how can I get that product? How can I get that I am passionate? What they talking about that 55?
Yeah.
You mean I can own a whole business for 55?
Yep, so $55.55. You know what I've been kind of sharing with folks, because again, I'm learning and earning. We're learning this together.
That's right.
But for $55.55, this is what you get. Access granted.
Access granted.
And that's access not only to our amazing products, but our amazing leadership and soon to be academy. You're getting access to the sisterhood, the brotherhood, just the whole unity of what will soon become a household name. Because again, this is not a moment. This is a movement. So $55.55. That's all it takes right now.
Listen,
for a limited time only.
Look, there is not a franchise you could get into.
You really can't.
There's not a business you could start for $55 that I know of. You want to start a McDonald's? I talked about this a couple days ago. Yeah. You're gonna need 500,000 liquid plus some.
You are
liquid money, not loans, not financing, cash money in the bank. You want to start Zaxby's? You're gonna need anywhere from 300 to 700,000.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to start a Krispy Kreme? Don't let me get started on the Krispy Kreme. How much did I say? It was anywhere from 500,000 to 4 million, depending on the property and the setup and the perks to start a Krispy Kreme. We're talking about you starting a whole business, being a whole complete business owner, a virtual spa owner for $55.55.
And we know most of you that would even consider to do something like this, you're going to do this part-time.
Yeah.
But the passion that you can hear behind what December and I are just sharing across these airwaves is because we've got our hands on something amazing, and we need the world to know, because if you're not hearing it from us, how would you know?
Yeah.
Like the people that's in my circle may not be in your circle. We need others that are willing to share their platforms, to share this with your families, your friends, your coworkers, your ministries, your organizations, whoever you know. Because you know what? At the end of the day, there's one or two things you're going to do when you go to the bathroom. You're going to use it or you're going to wash.
That's right.
And so if you're going to use it, we got a whole nother business for that. But if you're going to wash, if you're going to go to the marketplace, why not go to a trusted friend?
You're going to go into Walmart. You're going to go into Target. You're going to go into Publix. You're going to go somewhere. You're going to go to the mall.
Yes.
And you're going to buy something to wash your behind with. If you was on Wednesday, you know it was wash your ass Wednesday. Okay. You're going to buy something to rinse it off with.
Yes.
You might as well buy it from yourself.
That's true.
Or your friend. Okay, because you gotta get it from somewhere. Instead of walking into Walmart, walk into Wombversity.
Yeah.
With yourself at your store, at your virtual spa, or someone with a virtual spa, whoever got you on the call or whoever's paid you, they own a whole business. Support the small businesses.
Absolutely.
Okay. And what I love about Wombversity is you can brand it out however you want to brand it out. Miss Jazzy is Wombversity with Miss Jazzy. I'm the prosperity doula, and I got a lot of things I'm building up under that brand. And Wombversity, these products is one of those wellness and wholeness products. So this is, if you already own a business, if you're already a small business owner, if you're already an entrepreneur, this is another thing you can add to your inventory.
This is just another stream of income. This is just another part that can become a part of your lifestyle. Like this is now my lifestyle of using our Wombversity body washes. You know, I'm now within organizations that I'm helping my body from the inside out. I mean, so much so even concerning my hair. You know, I told my stylist that, you know, I don't want to put any more chemicals in my hair. Like, I feel like I have fully been awakened. And when you get this type of information and knowledge, you just want the world to know.
Yes, you want the world to know.
You just want the world to know. And I'm not going to tell you to do anything that I'm not doing. I'm currently using these products as well. And I know within the couple weeks of use, the difference, not only from the touch, the feel, the smell, everything.
You're going to notice in 48 hours. I'm going to tell you right now. As a living witness.
Yes.
Let me testify. You're going to notice in 2 or 3 days the difference with washing what you've been washing with and washing with these products. It is something else when you put something natural from the earth.
Yes.
When you take from the earth and give it back to the earth, because we are earth.
That's true.
We are made from the earth. God created us from the earth. So when you take from the earth to nourish the earth, which is your body, you're going to know the difference. These man-made chemicals and things, it's not the same. And as much as man can try, we had a baby formula shortage recently. You know what I'm saying? Because, let me tell you why that's even an issue, why it was ever even an issue. Because back in the day, my mother used to talk about it, and some of your mothers might used to talk about that. They had this big push. mostly toward Black people and poor white women, to get mothers off of the breast milk and get them onto Similac so they could get them back to the workplace quicker. And that bit us in the ass. That all came to a head recently through COVID. And now, now they're teaching you, they taught me when I was coming up with my baby, and she was a preemie, and they're like, breast milk is the best milk. That wasn't what they were saying in the late 70s and early 80s when they were giving these Black women and poor white women pills to dry up their milk so that they could push Similac. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? And we had a shortage. And here's the thing about it. No matter what man does, as much as intelligent and as brilliant as mankind is, and they created Similac and all these things, okay? It can never rise up to the level of what God created, of that breast milk. It can never. Do you know that as the baby latches onto the breast, that your body is reading that baby and its health and creates for that baby nutrients and vitamins for that baby, and knowing if that baby is sick or what? Your body, God created you such an amazing being. It is beyond us just how amazing we are as women, and there's nothing that man can make that can match what God has already made. So when you're putting the earth that God created and you're taking the earth and nourishing the earth, my God, you're going to see the difference in 2 to 3 days minimum. I promise you.
Absolutely. And when you were talking about the breast, it made me think about oftentimes women may suffer in silence and alone. Now, this ain't something that I dealt with because I ain't got too many big boobs. I got them itty bitties. But I understand.
But whether you got tiggo bitties or big old titties.
But you can get yeast under your breast, or you can get boils under there, or it can just become very sensitive or dry. But we also
get that
have
under there.
and things that I personally didn't deal with, so it wasn't at the forefront. But there's ladies that I know now that have been suffering with that, and nobody talks about it. And so we're creating a safe place to where, listen, you can inbox, it's confidential. Let's talk about it, because we don't want you. We want to continue to say it loud and proud with our mantra, which is no more sis, which is no more suffering in silence. We got something for you, is what I want you to know, from the booty to the rooty, from the head to the toes. So obviously,
back, side to side. Okay, smack it, flip it, rub it down.
So as we're preparing to bring this live to a close, thank y'all so much for joining us for Wombversity Live with yours truly, Miss Jazzy and
this is Rose, the Prosperity Doula. Let me just shout out some people real quick.
Okay.
What's up, Emma? Thank you for joining us. Alicia Payton, all the way from California. California. She is in the building. We got some users on here, worthy of your investment. That's right. We're going to stop using that word affordability, because that is based on what you got in your bank account, not what on something costs. So what's affordable for you right now may not be affordable for you tomorrow. Or something that's not affordable for you today may be affordable to you next week when you win the lottery, and you hit me up if you do that.
Now.
Okay. So we're going to X that word out as we speak against our own worth. We're going to say this is worthy of investment. It's worthy. Shout out to Miss Barbara. She is on here this morning. All right. Deidre is in the house. Miss Linda, Steph Mama is on here. All right. Miss Love is on here. We got Barbara Pickens, Kelly Wright Simpson. Good morning,
everybody.
And all those that are on the conference call. Thank you for tuning in today. We just like to shout you out and tell you thank you.
Absolutely. So I'm going to say this, and this is something that is near and dear to my heart, because I realize we only have one life to live. It's a decision and a choice that you're going to have to make if you are willing to try the products. Listen, I personally need your testimony. I need you a part of my arsenal to continue to prove that when I'm sharing this and promoting this and advertising and selling this with others, that people will understand it's just not by my word, but many words of others that are saying that they're getting similar, if not the same results of these products being a natural herbal blend. Again, I am about the lifestyle of what I have embarked upon to live a more plant-based vegan lifestyle. No chemicals, no dyes, no perfumes, GMO free. They're not tested on animals. Yeah, I'm about that life. And if you want to know more about it, you can hit me up on all social media platforms. Wombversity with Miss Jazzy on Facebook, Wombversity with Miss Jazzy on Instagram, Wombversity with Miss Jazzy on YouTube. And for the products that I've personally had a chance to get my hands on YouTube, I broke down each product to let you know the ingredients of each And then just let us know what you want to try, honey.
Yes, we got it. We got it for you.
What you got
I can't
for
see
me?
who it is that says Facebook user Safe Travels. It's not showing me. So if you just put in sis, no more suffering in silence, and Safe Travels, type your name and let us know who you are so we can shout you out. I want to shout out Miss Melissa, Miss Dana, Miss Sonserie, all the folks that brought us on. And I want to give a shout out to Miss Eloise Reeves. Right now. Shout out to Miss Eloise. She is, how old is she doing
74 years old. Miss Eloise says she is 74 years old. She has also become a virtual spa owner with Wombversity. She was we designed a flyer for her, and she says she's going to an event this weekend, and she's just going to be able to pass them out.
I just want to shout her out because at 74 years old, she has decided that she is going to invest in herself, in her community, in her circle, in her family, to help others, to help give these products, make these products known at 74 years old.
So just the diversity of that, you know, and I've even told my daughter who is 17, I was like, well, let's start an LLC where we can lock you a spot, you know, because I'm trying to get her into that entrepreneur. So whether you are a millennial or you're a seasoned saint, you know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of this is an opportunity for everyone. And we need as many of you that are willing to lock arms with us to help us continue to sound the alarm, to let people know that there are other options and there are solutions. You know, we don't claim to cure or mitigate diseases, but I promise you, this is taking us back to Eden and knowing that the natural herbs of the earth have been made available for us to use for the various things that we oftentimes as women suffer with in silence and alone with. So Dee, what's your final words?
My final word is this. We are so fresh, so clean on today. And that's a cool song that we like, you know, so fresh and so clean. But I want to talk about this real quick. Make sure that you are refreshed and clean in your thoughts, your heart, your mind, and your soul. We are mostly focused on the body and our reproductive health and wellness. But listen, that mental health is important.
It is.
Take time to make time for you, for your mental wellness. Don't ignore the thoughts. Okay. Don't ignore your body. Don't ignore if you're feeling down most of the time, if you're struggling getting out of bed and you're dealing with mental health and wellness. A lot of, especially in the Black community, we don't like to deal with it too much. We see that as a weakness. We keep that on the hush or whatever. No, let's talk about it. Okay, let's give them something to talk about. Or can we talk for a minute? Find somebody you can talk to. You are not alone. What I love about Wombversity is this is a village of voices, of support, empowerment, healing, and wholeness. Join this movement. It's not a moment, it's a movement. Join this, you know, this village of queens that have decided that their womb is worth this investment. And kings, yes, Lord.
We call them our he warriors.
We cannot forget about the kings, Lord Jesus. And so I just want to tell you, focus on you. Take some me time. Make time in the morning to sit and be still. The power of just being still for a minute. Gather your thoughts. Inhale worship. Exhale praise. This is the day the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Wake up refreshed with a fresh, clean, fresh mind, ready to conquer this day because there is nothing too hard for God. And you can. Look, my source is Christ. Your source might be someone else, but I got to tell you about mine. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Never forget it. You're not one of a kind. You're not one in a million. You're one of a kind. There's not another one out here like you. So be the best version of you that you can be because nobody could be you better than you. And that's what I got for you today.
Yes. Well,
and have a great weekend.
It's been an amazing time. Wombversity live with us today. We will be back on Monday, same time, same line. Share this information with someone. Get back with the person that invited you to be a part of this call. If you just stumbled across, y'all hit us up. We are here for it all. But most importantly, we need to get these products pre-ordered for you so you can get them in your hand. Until next time, we are out of here. It's so fresh and so clean, y'all.
Have a great weekend.